Welcome to Maroon House. This is a story about freedom before freedom had a name. This is a story about a woman an empire could not find. This is a story about a leader an empire couldn't break. This is a story about memory, and like all great stories, it begins with a question. How does one woman become a legend? Not a queen, not a ruler, not a politician, a legend. To answer that question, we must travel back to a Jamaica that did not exist. There was no black, green, and gold flag. There was no national anthem. There was no independent nation. There was only an island claimed by an empire. An island of plantations, an island of chains, an island where freedom was considered dangerous, yet somewhere beyond the plantations, beyond the roads, beyond the reach of those who believed they owned the land, the mountains were waiting, ancient, silent, unconquered. And into those mountains, people began to disappear, not vanish, escape. Men, women, children, people who refused to accept that captivity was their destiny. People who chose uncertainty over chains. People who chose the wilderness over surrender. And high among the ridges and forests, a community began to emerge. A community built upon a radical idea, freedom. Not freedom promised, freedom lived, freedom defended, freedom earned. And at the heart of that story stands a woman history remembers as Nanny. But before she became a national hero, before she became a symbol, before she became a legend, she was simply a woman who refused to be broken, a woman who looked at empire and chose defiance, a woman who stepped into the mountains and changed history. This is where our story begins. I'm the Black Cat Empress for Maroon House Radio, and this is the story behind the sound.